Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and here AMD has updated their specifications, or actually got them all out for the Zen4C cores of how they're going to operate here with that 8000G series on the desktop side. And I'm glad that AMD is finally, improving that side of things because that's one place where Intel's Arc side has far and well exceeded this. Some of the leaks have been coming out with these processors. It looks like the 8600 and the 87 or the 8600G and the 8700G are going to be a good 20% faster than the 5000 counterparts, plus depending upon what you're doing, and that's a good nice little benefit here. But let's jump in and take a look at some of the sites here. Now, AMD did go through and they have this all listed, so you can get a pretty good listing of what's actually on the processor right from here. Granted, it does not break down your C cores or not from this page, but what you can do is, hey, does it have AI? TDP, your graphic core count, your boost clock. I actually would like to see graphic clock on here too, but this is a pretty good. This is just a nice glance summary. Now you click on this. Let's just do 8700G for right now, and you'll see AMD. This is fine. Um, the only thing I wish it would have is, it has full specifications. Also with this, like, okay, I want to go to a different processor. Maybe, list a processor, previous processor, which is the 8600G, and so people can just, go up and down. Another thing to do, would be a search on this. As we'll start with I guess the 8700G here, and the full specifications. So you see full specifications, same exact concept here, AMD, just a little bit of usability, and it would just help me out, and I appreciate that. Actually, let's start with the 8300G, and so this is the page for it. But it would be nice to have to be able to search, go up and down. If there's any processors below, and this you could just go below. If you're on the 80s, a lower end processor, you could go up and down. If you're on the lowest, you can go up and be able to see those, without having to go back a couple pages each time, which can be annoying. But let's take a look at this. The 8300, which I believe is just for system integrators right now. That's going to have 4 cores. 3 of those are going to be Zen4C cores. So this is, they're I would call it more dense, compact configuration, where you're going to have boost. The max clock on them is only going to be 3.6 gigahertz compared to the max boost on the Zen 4 core, which is 4.9, so 1.3 gigahertz difference. If you look at the base clock between Zen 4 and Zen 4 C, which, wait, base clock here represents the average of all frequencies, so you got 3.4. Thanks, AMD. But you have 3.2 versus 4, so that's a little bit, the 800 megahertz difference on that low end clock, or on the base clock. So you have that there, right? You can walk through this, and in the full specifications, they give you the conductivity, they give you, the graphics capability, product IDs, all that sort of stuff, right? So you have the ability to walk through all of this. But I wanted to focus on the Zen4C on here, because I think that's on these, because that's the most interesting. That's what this is kind of about. You get the boost. Now, if you're going to jump into this platform, Zen 5, you want something that can, I don't know how much gaming it's going to be able to do, but just do, a little bit more graphics than, your normal 7000 series, and not buy a graphics card. Here's probably where you're going to buy into first if you want. I don't know what the prices, I can't remember what the prices are going to be on this, but it has 2 Zen 4 cores, 4 Zen 4C cores, 6 total cores. The 5 gigahertz max boost, 3.7 on the base, so you have, again, 1.3 gigahertz difference there. And you have your base clock here is 4.1 on the 4, and 4 or 3.2 on the, so almost a full gigahertz here, 900 megahertz on the Zen 4C. A little bit more difference here. You are limited to 65 watts on these, 45 to 65 configurable. You have let's see, what was it on there? you're going to have a little bit of a disadvantage of the 7000C counterparts. Remember, these are all Zen 4 cores. The 7000 also Zen 4. This is the 77 or 76, 100X. That's going to have a little bit more. I don't know what the pricing is going to be different. Once they come out, we'll see that. But you will see that they can boost a lot higher, right? They have a higher TDP, which allows that. Here you have a little bit on the graphic side stuff. HDMI, all those versions and product IDs. And then when you hop over to the 8600, like we saw on the first page, those have AI. I'm actually already on the bottom, right? These Zen 4 cores, right? 6 core, 12 threads. You notice that these are all Zen 4 cores, 8500 Zen4C. Quick back on that. That has 4 graphics core count. The 8600, which if you were to get into, has 8 on the graphics core count. So that's just a little bit there. Also boost a little bit higher on this one. Zen4C cores, right? 6 cores, or 6 Zen 4 cores, no Zen4C cores. Oh man, I'm getting confused. That's not good. But here we go, 5 gigahertz, 4.3 is your base. So this was a little bit, no, same base, right, as the 8500 for the Zen 4 cores. And yeah, so this is that with, you have 12 cores at 2800 megahertz. Your 8500 is at 2800 megahertz as well. So that's where those are going to be clocked to. And then if you go up with their, I guess, premium one right now, APU here, which is Zen4C, 8 cores, 5.1 gigahertz, 4.2 base. No Zen4C on this one. 12 graphics computes at 2900. Seems like it's pretty reasonable. Now, I forgot this. You also have AI on here, and I forgot to show the AI capabilities on the 80. This is the 8600, 16 tops. The 8700, 16 tops, both the same. If you're curious about the AI side of things, you have that. But overall, some of the leaks are coming out. I'm interested to see where these compare, especially with the 5700G. I'm actually looking at picking up a 8700G. I might actually, Micro Center is within a couple hours of my house. I may head down there, pick up a couple parts. I need motherboard, RAM, and the CPU, maybe a cooler. We'll see if I do a new cooler or not. But I was thinking about upgrading my Media Center PC, which I know I said it might be a long time before I upgrade this, but I was thinking about bringing some more videos to the channel. And this is it seems like a lot of people do like to watch the builds, the motherboard BIOS walkthroughs, and walking through the board and everything else. So I do plan on maybe basically upgrading a machine and being able to walk through some of that and creating some more content for you guys with that. If you guys have an ITX board on the AM5 series that you're interested in, definitely take a look and drop it in the comments below. I was looking for 4 SATA ports, unless I get like a SATA card to be able to put it on, because I do have 3 SATA drives, and I was hoping not to leave any off. But or I wasn't even thinking about buying a SATA card, but we'll see, right? That's also something I can consider. But I was thinking 8700G, seeing where it kind of compares, maybe doing some basic tests between the two systems, and we'll see where we'll go from there, right? SATA, it's got an NVMe in it right now. I'll just use the same NVMe probably and go from there. But if you guys have something that you want to, maybe take a look at and look at closer, and you didn't want to buy it yet, within the next, couple weeks, I'd probably make the decision as soon as these come out, right? These processors are going to be out in the next couple weeks, and we'll see. Maybe I'll get a benefit from my Media Center PC. Well, it's a media PC, right? It stores all the media remotely. It's not really by a TV. But let me know in the comments below if you have any thoughts on that. And thank you so much for watching, supporting, helping this channel grow. I really do appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, hitting the bell icon really does help out this channel. It really does help it grow a lot, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. And until next time, God bless.